Hello, this is the third homework assignment for the POL242 class of November 2013 by POL242Caracas2013, and today our topic will be satisfaction with the functioning of political institutions in Canada.
The objective of this study is to try and understand what factors influence public satisfaction with the functioning of politics and political institutions in Canada. We have done this using the CES 2011 campaign questionnaire to construct our index, which measures the satisfaction with different aspects of the political framework in Canada, using reliability analysis by varied cross tabulations and ANOVA to get a standard significance level of 0.05. The rationale for our research suggests that there are different aspects to the political framework of every country. This includes abstract and intangible institutions such as democracy, as well as more tangible political institutions such as the head of state and federal policy affecting the economy. Together, they determine public satisfaction with the way in which the entire political framework of the country is functioning. What the literature suggests is that all three factors, that is the satisfaction with the democracy in Canada, the satisfaction with the federal government's performance under Stephen Harper, as well as the federal policy's role in making Canada's economy better, play an important role in public views on the functioning of the political framework in a country.
In doing the reliability analysis, we found that these factors together had an alpha score of a 0.5881, which shows a moderately high relationship. The frequency distribution of the index suggests that the majority of the population has a medium level of satisfaction with political institutions in Canada.
Spending on welfare, spending on education, and spending on healthcare together comprise a very big part of social spending, and our hypothesis suggests that the more the public believes that social spending should increase, the less likely they are to be satisfied with the functioning of the political structure.
Here we see there is a relationship between low support for government institutions and high levels of spending, and conversely, high levels of satisfaction, political institutions, and low levels of spending. On welfare. According to the chart, we can see a J-curve which identifies a high amount of spending leading to a higher support for political institutions, and a lower spending on healthcare leads to less support for political institutions. Finally, on our third variable, education, once again we see a statistical significance relationship that was found where the more political institutions spend on education, the higher support they have. In comparison, a less political institution spends on education, the lesser support they have from the public.
To summarize our results, we found that all three hypotheses were confirmed. However, they had a weak relationship between them. Each respondent's growing emphasis on each topic, that is welfare, healthcare, and education, provided a stronger approval rate with the government and political institutions. We did find that the study suggests a relevant question for future research, which could incorporate variables such as political outcomes in elections, religiosity, party preferences, and several other factors. However, in the CES data that we were provided, those variables tend to have data with missing values that are very high, such that the sample used will give results which should not be representative of the population.
Thank you for listening to our presentation on satisfaction with the functioning of political institutions in Canada, and have a great day.